right, so, this is good because I actually it's the only time I get to see both sides. So you have residents and then you have the folks at council, not that you're not residents, but, and you do a tag here. What you find is this, I would tell you, in this material single coat application is going to last you, I would tell you, serviceable wise, 3 to 5 years. I would tell you, technically, it's gonna be longer than that. Now, what I mean by that is, we have an 80-20 rule. So, in TAG's eyes, 80% of what it's doing is it's protecting the roads. 20% is aesthetics. The folks in the audience or the taxpayers, it might be flip-flop, the other way around. Ooh, it looks nice, because what we find is, once you do one area, then somebody else is going, hey, how come you didn't do our neighborhood? Because the aesthetics look really good. I think it increases the value of the neighborhood from just that point, that curb appeal. It looks nice, same with the driveway. So what I meant by the 80-20 piece is, you're gonna seal cut that in, it's gonna look nice. Garbage trucks, school buses, anywhere where you have repetitive heavy motion, where they're taking the same route every time. And those two aspects are the heaviest equipment, typically in those lower traffic areas. They're following the same pattern. So what happens is when they're turning around or when they're turning around a corner, tires slide in a turn. When you have a very heavy vehicle, you will start to polish off the stones. Now, if we think of what asphalt is, it's stone and binder. So it's stone and it's glue, for simple terms. If you can protect the glue, the stones don't need protecting. They've been there for millions of years. They'll be there for millions of years more. It's a matter of keeping them together. So the car tires ride on the stone, they don't ride on the binder. So as that eventually starts to polish off, is what it's called in the industry, because not much likes to stick to stone, the binder's still there and still protecting because it's sitting a little bit lower. So what you'll start to see is, basically from the truck traffic, those same areas will start to kind of start to see that wear in those basic corners first, any intersections, that kind of thing. You'll see that initially. If you know what you're kind of looking at, you can see that anywhere. It wears pretty much just like asphalt does. When you first do asphalt, nice rich black, it slowly starts to oxidize, it turns gray, and essentially the stone starts to polish off. If you were to do this to a road that's maybe a year old, it would probably last you 7 to 10 years before you start to have the polishing effect, because there's more binder in the asphalt. It hasn't eroded away from sunlight yet.
Do you do driveways or that type of thing? Is there people that do the driveways that say instead of having it tarred or whatever, they could hire you?
Well, they'll have the contractor, right? We manufacture all
Yes,
those
a
materials.
contractor.
We manufacture, I would tell you, somewhere around 12 different materials in Allentown. So it depends on what the course is. I'll give you an example. If we're gonna do like a bus terminal for school, we work with partner with a lot of schools. For bus terminals, we use actually a different material than we use in their main parking lots. Because of buses will drip oil, they're heavy, it takes 24 hours to cure, but that'll actually involve a coal tar, with heavy sand load and a polymer aggregate to basically sand the commercial needs. But the regular parking lot's a little less expensive, doesn't need that. So it'll vary, and then you do a residential driveway, it's even different beyond that. Sure.
So does the product, you said 3 to 5 years, depending on the condition of the road also shortens?
Yes.
or lengthens the
Yes,
time also?
I said if it was new, because there's so much binder there, this stuff loves, no matter what product we have, it loves to adhere to binder.
It's better than the stone.
Oh, phenomenal, yes, because the binder adheres to stone.
The higher the binder, the longer it lasts.
You got it. So if you did if you do a fresh road, a year old, 2 years old, it's gonna last a very long time. If you're gonna do a road that's 10 years old but still structurally sound, a lot of stone already polished off, and the binder's kind of starting to recede, it's gonna hold on the binder that's there, and it's gonna protect it, but it's just gonna polish off the stone a little faster.
What are you looking like on the road like that? Like 3 years would probably be good for taking an old road that you, I mean, what the road you're talking about is one that you rub your hand across and it feels
You're gonna see the aggregate,
like
yeah, you'll see it's
5%.
very coarse.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah.
So we should wait we would do all the new roads first and then wait until old roads.
I'd like to bring you with me everywhere I go. So we always tell folks, even when it comes to crack sealing or seal coating, whatever it's gonna be, try to always do your best roads first, because you get your best bang for your buck. But yet, I'm sure TAG's constantly being pulled with, hey, we gotta get this road, there's a lot of potholes, or it's falling apart, or it's alligatoring, or it's starting to sink, things like that. That's unfortunately where it goes first. As soon as you start getting into a process of being proactive versus reactive, your budget's gonna go further, and you won't tax your crew as much with that kind of work.
Okay, so for this, have you been out to see those roads?
I have not, I've had my team, my team members has been out on the road and seen it, I did all the measuring and so on via satellite.
And they feel that, given the condition of some of those roads, that this is still a viable option.
It was a
to
good
give us-
candidate.
Yeah, good candidate for it.
We like to see something that's still structurally sound. Lower courts especially does not like to hold any kind of binder or sealer, if you will.
So the idea here is to train a bunch of different people in the area, or our crew, because I know you've given us a 50% discount here on the price for the test.
We call it test day. It gives us a good opportunity to introduce it. Because we have a lot of folks that run our practicing machine, use our materials and traffic paints and so on around you. We'd like to bring them in to see this because obviously it's a good advertisement for us to do that. And if we get their hands on it, that always helps because then people kind of put it together. Not that they're gonna be jumping left and right, they don't wanna jump on the machine. We'd like to get someone sitting, keep that through kind of here, but at least they can see it and they can ask a lot of questions